Welcome to my running blog, the next video in the series, You've Gotten Started. And in my last video, I challenged you to sign up for a race, to make a commitment, to just get out there and go. And so hopefully you've started. So I had a couple things I want to talk to you today about once you've gotten started. How did it go? Maybe you felt good, maybe you felt gross. Whatever you did, you got started. Good for you. And write that down, keep track of it, and be proud of yourself. Okay, so once you've gotten started, there are a couple things I want to add to your repertoire of things to think about as you're growing and maturing in your running. We're going to talk about the 3 S's today: stretch, support, and safety. But before we do that, I want to let you know that I actually have a home for my videos, and though you may see them posted here on Facebook or Twitter, you can go to the home, and that is just HeidiJCox.com. HeidiJCox.com. And please feel free to jump on there and make some comments and make some suggestions. We'll put articles and different things on there as well to help all of us in our running ventures. Okay, so the 3 S's. First one is stretching, and I mentioned this in the last video. Make sure you do it. I know it sounds simple. I will tell you that I barely did it when I ran 25 years ago, but things are different now. If you want to keep running, you need to stretch. And there are lots of different things that you can do as far as stretching goes, but you know your body. Just make sure you give yourselves 10 minutes before and 10 minutes after to just do what your body needs to do. If you tend to have tight calves, then make sure that you stretch them out. If you have back problems, make sure you stretch them out. Take some time. Think about when you get up in the morning how stiff your body is. Well, it's going to take a beating when you're not used to running when you're out there. So just make sure you give it some time. I'll post some resources in the future on specific things about stretching, and feel free to email me on specific stretching. But think about your body, think about what's sore at different times, what are your vulnerable areas, and just make sure you give yourself some time to stretch out. Many of us know different kinds of things that we can do for our bodies as far as stretching goes, but just make sure you do it. To me, that's the most important thing. Take some time before and take a little time after, and that will lengthen your ability to run before your body tells you you can't do it anymore, or you need to take a real good break. So that's stretching. Support is really a big deal. Do you have somebody you can run with? Do you have someone who can kind of keep you accountable, whether it's yourself? I run with my dog. He is he's a German Shorthair Pointer, and he loves to run. So there's no turning back once I get out there with him. If you have a partner to run with, that's great, but just make sure that if your partner isn't running, you decide, oh, I can't go out today, because sometimes you just don't feel like running, and you need to be accountable to yourself. That's why I recommended that you signed up for a race, because then you really are accountable. It's on the calendar, and whether you run today or not, you're going to be in front of all those people. They may not be just watching you, but you don't want to be crawling across the finish line. So, being accountable to yourself in whatever way you need to. Running a running partner, someone that you can talk about your running ventures with, and just be proud of yourself. And on my running blog, feel free to stay in touch with me. Let me know how it's going. I will incorporate those things in there for support for people. They will help people, which will be great. We will love to hear about it. So go to HeidiJCox.com and tell me how it's going. That'll be great, and that can be your accountability as well. I will read those, and we all will. So that'll be great. So support, big deal. And then safety is also a big deal. Think about what you're wearing when you go out and the time of day that you go out. I don't like the cold weather. You see me today, I figured I'd do a video where I actually did go running. So you can see that I'm not always looking like I've combed my hair and everything. I actually do go out there and run. And I had to push myself to get out there today because I don't like to run in the cold. And it snowed a lot here, but I actually do have a race I'm accountable for. It's the Marine Corps Marathon Race to Register at the end of this month in March. And so if I don't get out there and start running, I'm going to be in trouble, because I have a goal. I have a goal. The Marine Corps Marathon is until the end of October, but I've got to get going. So I pushed myself to get out there in the cold and still some snow and do it. But did I'm not going to go out there if it's tons of snow and it's icy out. I don't care. I'm going to make sure that I do something inside, and keep that in mind. Make sure you wear bright colors. Notice what I'm wearing. People can see me. Run on the sidewalks when you can. Make sure that people see you. Watch out for cars. I don't believe in running with headphones on. You know, some of you may be addicted to that, and I appreciate that. I'm just an ultra safety person because I just don't trust that people are paying attention when they're driving. And if you are listening to music, you're going to have a hard time too. So, unless you have like a running path or something, you know, great, then go ahead and listen to your music. It's certainly motivating. But just keep in mind, you know, to be alert to the people who are around you in cars and bikes and everything else. So, safety is really important. Choose good colors. Choose the right time of the day. Don't run in the dark. Don't run in wooded areas. You know, just try to make good choices for yourself. So that's stretch, support, and safety. So I think that's enough for today. I'll look forward to talking to you on the next blog. Happy running.